Hi, my name is Caleb Motupalli. I'm speaking from the Agapeta headquarters, and we're going to be discussing about Christocracy Now, implementing Christocracy Now in view of Globalization Tsunami. And as we have shared in the first part, Globalization Tsunami is the socio-economic, cultural, political, religious, diplomatic, environmental, and legal crisis faced by the world at large. And so, in this segment, part 2 of the segment, we will talk about Globalization Tsunami, which is the preamble to the Constitution which we are going to frame. And the Constitution will be for the Greater Hebron, and the Greater Hebron is when which we will be talking about in a short while. But before that, let me focus on the preamble. At one time, the creation of the wealth was entrusted to the economy. And then the task of distributing it was assigned to politics. Today, this is more difficult given that economic activity is no longer circumscribed within territorial limits. You see, when the authority of governments, while the authority of governments continues to be remaining local, the economic activity is distributed across the globe. So today we are living in a globalized world. No longer can we fall back on local laws and local constitutions, because to resolve public grievances we have to look at the global scenario. The economy is globalized, and it's a global economy we are living in. So we cannot think about grievances which arise from mostly economic activities, political activities, and environmental activities, and so on and so forth. Cannot be restricted only to local laws and local constitutions. So we have to have something which is a global polity. We have to have a global polity and global constitution. So that's what we are talking about as a solution to the crisis. Not even the allied countries, also known as the United Nations, can give us a solution, can bail us out from this globalization tsunami. Globalization is a process by which the people of the world are unified into a single society and function together. This process is a combination of economic, technological, and socio-cultural and political forces. Globalization since World War II has been principally the work and the planning by politicians. This is a statement which is made by Wikipedia people. However, the very same ones who are preaching about lifting up barriers for the capitalists and for enabling trade are the ones imposing borders, imposing these walls walls curtailing immigration and outsourcing. In order to balance between trade, barriers of trade and barriers of immigration, to lift up barriers of trade and immigration. So we need something which is unified, and a unified solution for both about immigration as well as for trade, for general trade, global trade. So that's another thing which we need to address in this solution. So So you see, there is a capital mobility by the capitalists. Wherever there is a low price, wherever there is a shortage, surplus of labor, capitalists immediately able to move to that spot. Whereas the labor is immobile, they cannot move from one place to another place, just like capital. So that gives the capitalists the advantage over the leverage over labor, and they thus they reduce the bargaining power of organized labor. So not all are winning in this process. Tiziana Terranova observes that globalization has brought a culture of free labor. In a digital sense, it is where the individual contributing capital exploits and eventually exhausts the means through which labor can sustain itself. Globalization is subtly undermining especially the laboring states within the global economy. You see, globalization is subtly undermining especially the laboring states within the global economy. Yes, we are living in a global economy, globalized world, and the laboring states are the ones taking the brunt of everything. These are the times of global anarchy, when might is right and subversion through terrorism has become the name of the game. A sky-high ministry is needed for global polity to rein in the global anarchy. While